Hey there, it's me, Red Knight the Heyday Farmer, and welcome back to Heyday. Now, this is the third and final part to a set of videos that I've been making in support of a Heyday Farmer. Now, during my live stream, one of the actual people within my stream said, "Hey Red, I keep getting kicked out of neighborhoods and I don't know why." Well, actually, I can tell you why. So, the reason LanZinRun has been removed from so many neighborhoods, and I actually know the individual now, I found out who it is, and I can perfectly well understand. Basically, this person is not a team player. They don't do their tasks, they don't participate, they don't actually manage their farm and do activities that would encourage a community style activity. And if they don't change their playing style, or they don't actually start participating and doing as they promise, or are requested within the neighborhood, then they're going to be removed every single time. Now, actually, I think probably the only advice I could give is for this player in question, and I'm talking to you now, you need to make your own neighborhood. You need to make your own neighborhood where you can just go at your own speed, at your own pace. Okay, you're going to be alone maybe for some of the time, maybe a few people will join you, maybe they will just come and go, but at the end of the day, you need to be running your own neighborhood, and you need to just be choosing the tasks that you can do as and when. Because when you're joining a neighborhood of a lot of other players, you're just not participating. And if you're not participating, then you're not actually going to be staying in those neighborhoods. So you're going to repeatedly being removed, maybe without getting any rewards, maybe without getting any communication. So my best advice, I'm afraid, is to actually make your own neighborhood. Now let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look at how he's doing. Let's talk about the advice I've been giving and suggesting. And again, one more time for advice. Now, I've given you this advice in streams and previously. Now, I do know this individual has changed the name of his farm many times, which is why I didn't recognize the actual LanZinRun when I saw this. But now that I know who it is, I can understand based on their playing style, which is why I suggest you need to make your own hood. Now, first suggestion, you need to harvest your crops. You need to plant crops, you need to harvest the crops, you need to plant the crops and harvest. I strongly recommend separating these plots here into groups. Put them into 4 big groups, and that way you can focus on crops that take a bit of time, and then crops that will be needed to be grown quickly. Specifically crops that you're going to need to actually run your feed mills. Those feed mills should always be producing feed. They should be producing feed so you can feed your animals. If you actually produce the feed, you can feed your animals, and then once, like they are now, you can collect their produce. If you collect their produce, fantastic, you can start making dairy products, and then that machine's going to be working. You can start making a lot of other products, then these machines can be working. You can actually start producing much more. Then you can make a lot more coins within the game. You'll see more of these actual orders with green tick marks. Now, I have been watching you throughout the week of the derby, so I do know that you have planted sometimes. I do know that you have fed your animals. I do know that, say for example, the smelters have been busy, and the occasional machine has been chugging away. So I know that something is happening, but it's not enough. Not enough if you want to stay in a neighborhood and be part of that neighborhood. So unless you actually put more time and energy in, then I'm afraid the result is always going to be you are removed. Now, I do understand that people are busy. So as an example, if I take myself, okay, I work 7 days a week, and I do work 7 days a week. However, I'm very lucky with my schedule that there are a lot of open spaces, and I block that schedule off so I work late in the evening. Maybe I have my early days off in the morning, or maybe I'm working in the morning and I'm not working later in the evening. It will depend on the day. But every day there is at least 1 hour of time that I can do something. Now, I'm an adult, so it's very easy. There are commitments I have to do, but I can still give myself 1 hour of playing time, plus the occasional 5 or 10 minutes here and there. So it's very easy to actually be able to manage a farm. It's very easy to do tasks. It's very easy to pick and choose one thing I want to do. Now, that may mean I'm focusing on the town, it could mean I'm doing a fishing activity, it could mean I'm focusing on boats, maybe I'm just doing my animals or machines, but there's something being done, and it's progressing my farm slowly, and I'm not staying at the same level all of the time, I'm actually increasing. Now, if I take my baby farm, okay, it's a level 40, it's lower than yours, and I'm still able to do all of my tasks. Now, I'm dreading looking at what you've been doing with your derby tasks. I'm really hoping that you've done them all and that there is nothing still left to be collected. Now, the last time I looked, you had a egg and bacon task. Now, that's a relatively easy one to do. You can get many done. Now, for me, I'm living in Japan, as you know, everybody. So today is actually a Sunday evening. So depending on where you are, you're either at the weekend, or the weekend's almost over, or it's partially halfway through. So depending on your outside commitments, maybe you are a young person, you've got school. Okay, I understand school is at a certain time during the day, but there's morning, then there's evening time. Okay, I understand you may have homework, but there's always that 5 or 10 minutes. Now, if you are in a family situation where your parents say, okay, you can have the iPad for, let's say, 5 or 10 minutes a day, great, okay, then you need to focus on that. But if that is the case, then you don't have enough time to participate in a neighborhood. Then you shouldn't be in one until you're actually in a situation where you can do it. This is why I say you're suggesting being by yourself. It's probably a better option. If you are older than a school child, let's just say you are college or university, again you may have your studies, but again it's much easier to schedule time off. And it's all about planning, it's all about being prepared to put the effort in. And if the effort's not there, then I'm afraid you are going to be removed. And there's just nothing that you can do about that. Like I said, your best option is to go with actually your own derby. I think that's probably the best suggestion I can offer and the best advice that you need to take. Otherwise, like I said, it's going to be regular. Now, if you are an adult like myself, maybe you have family commitments, maybe you are working. Okay, but you can still have that hour every day. Maybe you can't do an hour, but you can do 5 or 10 minutes here and there. Again, it's not challenging. Life allows us free time or downtime, so just pick up the iPad during that time, do a little bit, put it down, pick it up later, do a little bit, put it down. So it's a repetitive cycle. Just do something. Stop doing nothing. Very easy. Right, let's go back and have a look. Now I'm going to look at your derby here. Let's see what you're doing. So if we scroll down here, you'll see that there's lots of actual tasks there. Now some of these I've been binning as such because we've got many of them and maybe they're challenging or whatever else, but the scores for the actual hood are 290 and above, so I'm going to bin these ones that are less than 290 as an example. So the requirement for the hood is 290. Again, I'm going to be binning the ones that are too challenging time wise that can't be done. Now if we scroll down here and we have a look, so we look at yourself here at the moment, that is not the 290 task, that's a 75 point task. That is totally unacceptable. That should, okay, I understand, maybe take you a few moments, but why take a mind task if you can't get it done quickly? A mind task should take 5 minutes maximum to do, but you shouldn't be doing mind tasks unless you've got the resources. Now I love doing mind tasks, but if I don't actually have the tools to do it, then I don't do it, and I just build up my mind tools every time I get the derby prizes until I do. A 75 point task, which is basically 215 points less than the requirement for the hood. Now you knew what was required and already you're going against it. You need to listen if you are joining a hood. If a hood has a specific requirement, you must follow it, and this is for anybody. If anybody joins a hood, the hood says do 320s, you do 320s. If not, they're going to remove you. The hood says donate, you need to donate. If not, they're going to remove you. It's as simple as that. Okay, now maybe I'm coming across as being very angry here, but you can see I am. Like, you want the help, you want the support, I'm giving it to you, but what are you doing? Nothing. Look, that is mine. Look, I don't like doing boat tasks. I did a boat task to start with. It took ages, but I couldn't help it because I was busy and I had nothing else. Like, I had to do that task because there was no free time for me at that time, and I could come back later. I love the help tasks. The help tasks are fantastic. I can actually come to the newspaper, I can open it up, and I can look for farms that actually have a little help icon. If I'm lucky, I can find one like that, and if it's still there, then bingo, like this, I can find a help task. That's one there. That's one help task. Plus, I may pick up something else. I may even find myself some nice little goodies there as well. So, 10 wheat there, wonderful. Someone else has already grabbed it. So, help tasks are a piece of cake, and they are so easy to do. Same with crop tasks. Okay, you're a level 45, I'm a level 40, and I can do 405 sugar canes. Look, it's very easy. 1 plot, 2 plot, 3 plots, and there's still sugar cane there that I didn't harvest because I only needed a few more to actually finish my task last night. Okay, it took many hours, but it was done. And you chose a 75-point mine task and you still haven't finished. Right, I hope that's your last task. I really do. Because if it's not your last task, I'm going to do something very, very uncomfortable to you now. So let's go and have a look. Right, now, I'm in a neighborhood where we've set 290 as the level. Now, if I actually look at the scores here, you'll see that quite a few people have been struggling. So I know that some of these people have commitments outside, and I know that they can't always do it because they're talking to us. They're communicating in the chat. So what I'm going to do, I think, from the next derby is reduce the amount of points that are needed. Okay, I'm not really fussed about being in the Champions League. I just want to be able to do the derby, get the trophies, get the prizes, get the points, and then just have a little bit of fun. Now, maybe 290 is too challenging. Okay, it's great for us to be 290 because if we look at the scores, like we are currently in first place. Okay, there's a strong possibility in the next 20 hours we're going to get knocked back into second place because we have members who are not actually doing anything. Okay, this team here is motoring along nicely, and they're doing very, very well. Okay, I could assume they're probably all participating and getting involved. We're kind of doing okay. At the moment we're in first place, but within 20 hours it's anybody's game. There's only 1,000 points in there. Right, prize wise, okay, I can collect all of these because we've done everything, and there's some nice prizes for me there, especially these two just here, and you would get the same. So I'm tempted to let you have them, but I'm also tempted to say no way. So why should we give you prizes if you're not participating? Now look at that, 3 tasks done of 8, that's 294 points. And that was 1 task, so you actually failed 2 tasks. You failed 2 tasks. You asked to join a neighborhood. You wanted to know why people are removing you. It's very clear, it's very obvious. You can see it. You've failed 2 tasks. You've done 3 tasks of 8. You've chosen another task which is only for 75 points. You're not putting the energy in. So I'm not going to name you because I know who you are. But I will talk to you again later, maybe privately. But LanZinRun, okay, I've got no choice. This is awful. This is crazy. You're just not participating. And I'm going to do exactly now what everybody has been doing to you. You've had your chance. Within 20 hours, I'm not going to let you have any of your prizes for that one. And I'm going to remove you exactly like I would do to anybody else that doesn't put the energy in. Now, to remove is very, very easy. And all you need to do is to go into the edit of the settings. You can see here that I can actually kick this person out, and that's what I'm going to do now. Now I got the choice of keeping them or removing them. Now my overall advice at the end of the day is make your own hood. You're just not ready to be in with other people because you just don't put the effort in. Okay, I'm in a very negative feeling here. Maybe a lot of people will say, okay, why did you do this? Why didn't you let him take the prizes? But why should I give him the prizes? Why should he get all of those rewards and he's done 1 task? It's just like really not fair. Not fair for anybody. So you're gone. Now if I actually come to the chat, you'll see that on the chat in a moment his message will come up, has been kicked out of the neighborhood by Little Red. Now I don't like kicking people out, I really do not, but I've already kicked 2 people out recently for doing 0 tasks, and at the end of the day it's a decision as a lead that I need to do this. Now if I'm looking at these ones down here as well, so like 621, 2 tasks, 577, like 3 tasks, like seriously, like you haven't participated, why not? And I'm just going to be removing people. If you're not putting the effort in, then there's no need for you to be here. I'm going to be doing the same thing. Sorry. Okay, right, that's me, Red Knight, gonna close off this video. I'm in a bit of an angry mood now. Okay, as you could probably guess from my tone of voice, maybe this video is a little bit negative in some ways, but as a hood leader or someone who's a co-leader, you have these responsibilities. You have to get upset. You have to not be amicable sometimes. You just have to remove people. It's part of the role of being a derby leader or co-leader. It's something we have to do. Okay, right. I hope you enjoyed the set of 3 videos. Okay, I tried. I'm hoping that he will take what I've said and will actually create his own neighborhood. Good luck to actually getting anybody there. Now, if you like this video, please do hit that thumbs up button. Again, if you dislike it, hit the down one. Both comments are very good for me. If you would like to leave a comment in the chat, please do so. So within the actual description and chat down below, leave those comments and I will reply as soon as I can. If you would like to follow me, please do so. You'll see the subscribe button up in the corner as well. I'm also on Twitter and Instagram, and they are also included in the description below. So I will see you next time. Have a happy day, everybody, and good luck with your derbies, and leaders, co-leaders, good luck with making your decisions too. Take care now. Bye-bye.